don't think a lot of people realize that the very thing that is they desire and want in life is passing them by day. And the reason I say that is if you look at a child and you buy a child, a new toy for Christmas, and the child's experiencing that toy by playing with it at home, envisioning this whole world as the child's actively playing with the toy, the child's not looking at the toy, imagining it, this whole world, and not picking up the toy and actually interacting with that thing. So that being said, like, if I wanted to be a runway model, right? What people do is they focus too much on being on the actual runway versus the imagination of the whole lifestyle and world of someone who is a runway model. That's probably involves a lot of, collecting more fashion, looking out for agents and whatnot, taking active photos and doing modeling and uploading to your social media. But that's the experience of a runway model. So what they do is instead of trying to make the act of, once I'm finally on the runway, I'll enjoy that experience. The journey leading up to that experience is what we should be enjoying, because that's the actual instant realm of that desire that we're chasing. And I think a lot of people, let that pass them by. I could sit here and imagine myself making YouTube videos and uploading to YouTube, but the act of actually doing it is the experience, and that is the enjoyment of the thing. There's a verse in the Bible, Matthew 18:3, says, unless you're like little children, you cannot enter the kingdom of heaven. So when you think about that, that's not in its purity in and of itself, like a perfect child, because a child doesn't know right from wrong. What that's saying is how a child interacts with the world and their imagination, how they experience things. They're not judging it. They're not putting everything in a box. They're just experiencing the world and reflecting that back. It's adults who come to children and impress upon our thoughts, our problems, our things, because of our surrounding areas, whether that's our environment, where we grew up, who we're influenced by. So a lot of people, take a lot of things like that out of context, but that's a whole nother conversation. The main thing is, don't let your desires and the things you want, and there's nothing wrong with desires. You can want things in life. The key is appreciate them now and appreciate the journey on the way to them, because that's the actual thing in and of itself. And by the time you're actually walking down the runway, it's gonna feel good, but you're gonna realize the full fulfillment was actually in the journey of the thing. I could be grinding my way right now to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. But at that point, because once you hit that point, it's gonna be like, okay, well, now what? It's not like once you hit that point you're trying to hit, you magically instantly contain this happiness in a container and ride with it. It's an ongoing practice of enjoying the journey, enjoying the process, and designing your life in a way to where you can truly just have fun with it like a child. Not everything has to be so serious. Not everything has to be regimented. Regimented. Not everything has to be you're getting, burned at the stake for. Life's more about experiences. If you want to change your trajectory of life and what you're seeing, and you're not having fun with it, and you feel you can't be like that in inspirational play, change your beliefs and look at your beliefs and truly ask yourself, are these beliefs that I've chosen, or are these beliefs that have been pressed upon me my whole life and I'm letting it dictate and realign how I'm seeing the world? Because, yeah. Anyways, guys, we'll keep it short because I'm going to start going on a tangent on the other things. So, yeah, inspired action is where you truly experience fulfillment for your desires. Don't make it be the end result. Make it be the journey too, and enjoy it and have fun. Peace.